Well, it's been a good morning. We're just a few days away from voting, so we're going to make that push very hard, and then just to try to reach out to as many voters as we can. But at this stage, I think we're feeling good about things, and we'll continue to work very hard and get the message out that our top priority here is to ensure that we run an efficient town council, take care of the housing estate, and just to make sure that we're also a voice for the residents here in Parliament. All this, I keep saying all this, having seen the work that needs to be done, you cannot but have to do it on a full-time basis. Anybody that tells you anything less is just not being the kind of MP that Bukit Batok needs, right? And the people here want to see somebody who really cares. Not just somebody coming over the weekend and maybe once in a week over the Meet the People session. They want somebody to be here with them, to be able to speak up for them, listen to what their problems are, and then be able to reflect it in Parliament to the government. So there's no way that you can do all these things on a part-time basis, spend 9 to 5, even longer than that in the office, and then hope to come down and serve the people. That's just not humanly possible. For me, I've said very many times, you have to choose, right? I choose Bukit Batok. I choose to be a full-time MP, and that's got to mean something then compared to a part-time MP.
So what are some of the things that you feel that you need to be here every single day to be able to solve? So what are some of the problems that specific examples?
Sure. But in general, it's the same problem that anybody needs to go to the office every day. Correct? You go to the office every day because there'll be problems coming up and you need to solve them, right? And you need to spend time to be able to take care of these problems. The same thing, right? When residents are here, right, that you need to be able to talk to them, be their friend. Sometimes it's not just them asking, can you do this for me or can you do that for me? Sometimes the problems are beyond what, they just want to have a listening ear, and then let's just discuss, okay? And can you do that over, just a couple of hours Meet the People session? There's another thing that I want to raise as well. Meet the People session should not be just once a week. People have come up to me and say, hey, sometimes we have to wait an hour, 2 hours just to see the MP. Why? Is it something that the MP is in such demand that people have to wait so long? No. The reason why they're waiting so long is because the MP has no other time. They come only once a week. Not good. We want to make ourselves available more than once a week. Right? Have the time where people can come down and say, I have this problem. I don't have to wait like 2 hours to see you. Okay? So these are the things that we must commit our time. Make the decision to commit your time, commit to the interests of the people.
So do you have a message for May Day?
We've got a message, and we want to be able to tell Singapore workers that in this climate, right, we have to be very careful. We must protect the interests of the workers first. Singaporeans workers, right? Right now, retrenchments are going to come up. Right? We don't know. What we want to do is call on the government to retrench foreign workers first. Singaporean workers last. That's the most important thing. And when they get retrenched, they need some kind of assistance. They need some kind of protection. They need some kind of a shock absorber, because when your bills keep piling up and then all of a sudden you find yourself that you don't have any income, what are you going to do? What are your children going to do? So these are things that we want to continue to talk about for the workers. If I'm elected, I will get into Parliament and start talking about retrenchment insurance scheme.
Dr. Chee, in your view, how we can do schemes that you are?
What we want to say is that workers pay a small amount into the scheme, and then if they are retrenched, this government will come up and pay up to 2/3, all right, 3/4, I beg your pardon, of their last drawn salary for the first 6 months. And after that, for the second 6 months, if they still cannot find a job, right, the government pays 50%. And in the last 6 months, the government pays 25%. Right? In this way, you help the government, the retrenched worker tide through the difficult times. At the same time, help them to find a job. That is what's happening all over the country, including Asian economies, Asian countries, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong. Why can't we do it in Singapore? This is where we don't protect our workers enough, our Singaporeans enough. And you keep wanting to talk about May Day, right? You wish everybody happy May Day. Are workers here happy? They are worried sick about the retrenchment. Second half of this year, you're going to see much more retrenchment. What is the government's plan to take care of them? The government isn't even creating enough jobs. Last year, out of 32,000 jobs that were created, listen to this, okay? 0.3%, 100 jobs went to Singaporeans. You tell me, does this make sense at all? Are we protecting Singaporeans here? And here we are on May Day talking about this. So our SDP's message is this, all right? Protect our Singaporean workers. That is so important because workers are the ones that are building blocks of this economy. If we don't protect the workers, don't give them proper security, Singapore is going to go nowhere. So far, we've been doing the things that we've wanted to do. We've been getting our message out, and people are very receptive to what we're saying, and we're feeling good about this at this stage.
Last GE, you also like a lot of crowds at your rallies, and unfortunately didn't translate to a lot of votes. So this time around, what makes you confident that?
Well, that's as I've said many times. One election to another, you have different factors, you have different conditions. That one is GE, this one is a BE, so it's a different story. I just keep wanting to tell people, right? You don't have to worry, right? You've got 81 PAP MPs in Parliament, right? One more is not going to make that difference. How is it going to make the difference by bringing up all these issues that I just raised, workers and so on and so forth? For me, that one is a lot of difference. Okay, but you can make the quality of debate in Parliament very different.
Dr. Chee, in your view, how many times should MPS meet the people's session?
I'm sorry?
In your view, how many times do you think meet the people's session?
It really depends on the demand of the people. Okay? But I can tell you from what I've heard so far, one time is not enough. Once is not enough. Okay? And it's something that you need. You're here. You're paid $15,000, $16,000 a month. Right? And you want to hold the MPS Meet the People session once a week, and then you come down on a Sunday, you come down on a Saturday, you have breakfast here, you go around, you say hobo, right now, for $16,000? No, you've got to do more than that. So this is what we want to tell residents here. They don't understand what a real MP is. You haven't seen what MPs in other countries, how they serve the people. Here, we tell them once a week, meet the people session, $15,000, good. PAP says very good or very good. Everybody don't understand. See? They don't understand that it's not good, right? But you wait till you elect me into Parliament. Let me be your MP. I'll show you what a real MP, the type of MP should be doing. Okay, so this is what we wanted to continue to tell the people, the voters, and ask them not to be distracted. Make sure that we focus on who can be the better MP, the better resident representative.
是不是也可以用中文来发言？就是针对于医疗动作。
对，我觉得哈，在现在啊这个情